In a quiet little town nestled between rolling green hills, there lived a tiny, fluffy kitten named Whiskers. She was no ordinary kitten. Her fur shimmered in the sunlight, and her eyes sparkled with endless curiosity. Whiskers loved exploring every nook and cranny of the town, but her favorite place of all was Mr. Figgin's old curiosity shop. One breezy afternoon, as Whiskers tiptoed into the shop, she noticed something new, an elegant purple hat with golden stars embroidered on its brim. It sat high on a wooden shelf, slightly tilted, as if waiting for someone to discover its secrets. The moment Whiskers laid her eyes on it, she felt a strange pull, as if the hat was calling to her. With a determined little leap, Whiskers landed on the counter and nudged the hat with her tiny paw. To her surprise, it wobbled. Then suddenly, poof! A cloud of golden dust swirled around her. When the dust settled, Whiskers found herself no longer inside the shop, but standing in a grand moonlit meadow filled with floating lanterns and twinkling fireflies. "Meow?" she squeaked, looking around in wonder. "Ah, a new visitor." A cheerful voice chimed. Whiskers turned to see a plump, jolly rabbit, wearing a tiny vest and round spectacles. "Welcome to the land of enchantment. You must have touched the magical hat. It only appears to the most curious of souls." Whiskers' little whiskers twitched with excitement. "What is this place?" she asked. "This is where all things lost and forgotten find a home," the rabbit explained. "Come, let me show you around." As Whiskers followed the rabbit, she saw incredible sights: teacups that poured their own tea, books that whispered stories as they flipped their pages, and a carousel made of glowing butterflies. The air was filled with music, laughter, and the scent of cinnamon and stardust. But as much as she loved the land of enchantment, Whiskers started to miss her little town, her warm basket by the fireplace, and the gentle hands of her human, Lily. The rabbit noticed her drooping ears and smiled kindly. "Would you like to go home, dear Whiskers?" he asked. She nodded. "But how?" "The hat will take you back," he said, tapping the brim of the purple hat now sitting atop her fluffy head. "Just close your eyes and think of home." Whiskers did as she was told, and before she knew it, poof, she was back in Mr. Figgin's shop, the hat resting quietly on the shelf as if nothing had happened. She let out a contented purr and scampered back home, her heart full of wonder. From that day on, Whiskers often visited the curiosity shop, always glancing at the magical hat. She never touched it again, but she knew that if she ever wanted another adventure, the hat would be waiting, ready to whisk her away to another magical world. And so, the little kitten with endless curiosity continued her days, knowing that the world was filled with wonder both near and far.